NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 20. 5-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the carry on 1st down by Mostert, going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2. Play action, Garoppolo. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 11 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. Now Wentz. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz gonna throw. Left side, Doyle with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 42 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Now he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That swung out to Mostert. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on second down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a third down. Garoppolo now. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Gets around him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the right side, this is Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wentz now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Again, looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone.